treat. Captain Kira's got apples good enough to eat. Funky Bones with his groove, moving to the beat. Kira's got the apples, they're so sweet. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. Look at them dance, it's a backyard rave. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, it's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, ooh, yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey, Under the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray luncheon in the hay, chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play, jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky, little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, he don't care why, wings of earth, he is so high. Freedom in his furry flight, sun and moon his only guide. No more walls, no cage inside, little gray so wild inside. Posh and blind, he's on the move, no one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe, little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes, life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon, stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune, backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Teasing sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the way she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush plays in a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Shingle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, with sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies clumsy, but they're falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
He's a rabbit that can't get enough. Cookie
adventure. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating the cookie. He's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie monster. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie monster. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Hello, everyone. We've got snuggle bunnies to the left, snuggle bunnies to the right. Oh, yes, we've got so much snuggling going along, going around. Oh, my goodness. All right, we've got some sweet potatoes. We have sweet potatoes to hand out. Oh, yes, we do. Dust, Dust, you want to? Oh, she wants a sweet potato. Gwynnie, do you want a sweet potato? My gosh, that's a large sweet potato. Look, corn he's been put in the corner. And then, oh boy. Wait, Donkey, why did you get like 3 giant pieces? Okay, come here. There we get another one. Let's bring these over here. Okay, these are for you guys. Babies. Guys, what is going on? I just took a picture. Nope, that is not what I'm trying to do. I still do not know how to use an iPhone. I have no. Is that YouTube? Oh gosh. Wait, I need to get back to. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to be on that. I want to be on my channel. I did it. What's going on, guys? Welcome, Drippy. I saw you on there, Drippy Joe. Yo, 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 Drippy Joe, Drippy Joe. Yo, 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 Drippy Joe, Drippy Joe. Yo, 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 Drippy Joe. So how's everyone doing? How are we all doing? You gonna give Woody Woodland Loops the side eye donkey? Oh boy. Woody Woodland, you better watch out. Look at that. Wait, go to the other side. Oh, he's trying to get the phone. He would like to have a phone. Wants to have a word with Mr. Woody Woodland Loops. Okay. You name after a favorite cookie. You are named after me favorite cookie, and my mother is out of COOKIES. Oh, do you hear cookie? Do you do little chompies? If you hear cookie, oh, do you do chompies? Donkey like, do you like cookie? Teeny, teeny. No! Time I bring a drink in here. Teeny. Whether it's coffee, tea, yerba. I think, what kind of destruction happened today? Dusty, I'll show you guys. Dusty opened up an entire bag of pine pellets. It's for their litter boxes and spread it around the floor. I heard all kinds of very loud noises happening, and I thought there was a fight in here. And I look in and look at the bunnies, and I'm like, okay, wait, the bunnies are fine. I think the camera is a little filthy, but then I finally realized I had to step over a very large bag of pine pellets. Yeah, everyone. Captain Howday. Hi, Keeks Majikster K-Dow. I gotta hold my phone up. I'm gonna get that cell phone neck thing. Um, how's your day going? Yeah, how's everyone else day going? Keeks Majikster K-Dow. I love my nickname. Thank you, Kristen. Giant Star Triple R Ranch Dressing Smoothie. K-Dow Mustard Queen. King Dawn, what will you do about the uneven distribution of sweet potatoes? Chunky the Ripper and Teeny the Sipper. Wow, nice. What do you well, that's exactly the thing. And like Teeny has had latte. She's had some of a latte. She's had tea. She's had smoothies. Like Teeny is she's freak. She's a bit of a freak. Um, let's see here. Um, what else did I miss? The bunnies are cuddling with each other right now, so they're good. Oh, Drippy, you're talking about your bunnies, huh? The pics aren't too good though. Oh, did you have pictures? I haven't been on because you just joined the server. That was you, right, Drippy? Didn't you just join the Giant Fun server recently? Um, but Chris and Cheyenne Star, and Delphine is the clothes ripper. And guys, the other thing is that Dusty has been ripping at my hair. Once on the futon and then once in the enclosure. And I thought she was just pulling on my hair. Oh my gosh, you guys, she chewed it because I get to ballet the other day. My hair's back in a bun and I have these weird bangs now. They're all the same length. They go like down over my nose. That's the kind of length they are. I don't know. It's kind of flat. It's kind of goth. I think I'm kind of goth or something now. I don't know. But she chewed bangs. She gave me bangs, you guys. Oh, I don't even know. Um, but okay, so the other thing is that something that happened today with Donkey is I go outside and I don't even know how I noticed this right away. Oh, I was taking footage of Funky Bones. Funky Bones came right up to me in my driveway. We had an awesome time talking. I gave her apple slices. I got some video. But then I thought, well, I'm going to go take my camera, see what's happening with the bunnies. I start walking up. They're all outside in their enclosure. Donkey has an enclosure by himself. Ovs. He is sitting there, though, with another creature of equal size. And I thought at first I thought it was one of the boys' side gang. I thought, oh my gosh, did they get in there? But no, it's Peanut the raccoon is digging through all of the there's like I poured some old litter. I poured one of the old litter boxes, like the pine pellets and everything, around a tree that I'm growing in Donkey's enclosure, as like mulch and fertilizer and all that stuff. And Peanut the raccoon is just digging away in this pile of like pine pellets, and Donkey is just sitting there. And then Donkey gets closer and closer, and then they touch noses and are just staring at each other. No fighting. There was no fighting. And then, like, Sluggo was very upset and he thumped. Dusty was freaking out, and Gwynnie was just also like, it was very intense. The boys' side gang, all three of these guys were just like staring down this raccoon. I think they were very worried that it was going to hurt Donkey. But Peanut got freaked out when I started talking to him. Are you going to go up? Are you going to go in the castle? Peanut? Go in the bunny castle? And go up the ramp? But yeah, so you guys, interspecies hanging out, chilling was happening today because Peanut the raccoon was in Donkey's enclosure and it looked like he had been there for a while. Because Donkey was just like, it looked like Donkey just was accepting. He was not freaking out at all, and he was just curious. And they actually touched snouts and were standing snout to snout. So that happened. Um, no, that wasn't you that joined. Okay. You know what? Okay, so you're Drippy on YouTube. The person that joined the Discord I thought was you, had a different name, and they are a rabbit person also. But they have two Flemish giants. So yeah, that is a different person. And I can't remember their YouTube name. It's like a rabbit anime character type. Well, I don't know if the YouTube is named after that, but their profile picture is like a rabbit anime character. So we also have someone new that has Flemish Giants, but Drippy. Okay, so you are you not on the Discord server then, Drippy? That name, Drippy, Sir Drippy. I've tried to use the Discord before, it just acts weird. So Discord was like not working very well. I think it was yesterday. So you might want to give it a try again. It always stays on the loading screen. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, because we do want you on there. But Christian Cheyenne Star, I didn't mean to ignore your question. My day was good in general. I ended up having a way earlier day, having to leave the house than I expected. And that was not that great because I wasn't prepared to leave the house when I had to leave the house and I just winged it. And it was a little brutal. I was like barely, yeah. So, yeah, I had to leave the house at like a little after 7, and that was not so pleasant. And it just, yeah, it complicated my day. I had to do some extra stuff this morning. But after that was all done, I was able to come home, focus on the bunnies, let them outside. I made some food. I ate outside with the bunnies. I mean, that was pretty awesome. Lots of cleaning, lots of laundry, cleaning, bunny blankets, bunny mats, dealing with cleaning the enclosure again. Just taking them all outside and then bringing them all inside. You'd be shocked at how much effort that is. Because, I'm on the top floor here. So I got to go down the stairs. Then I got to go onto my deck. And then I have to go down the stairs of my deck. And then I have to walk across to where the enclosure is. So for nine times. It's like a Stairmaster workout or something. Like, do you guys remember the Stairmaster 2000? Um, what's your biggest rabbit, or are they all the same size? Oh, Drippy, they are not all the same size. That's a great question. They're all Flemish Giants, supposedly. If Rural King was accurate, I think it was just some 4-H kids who were selling a couple, a litter of their rabbits at the Rural King, really. But Teeny is our smallest rabbit. She's right here. She's also the sassiest and brattiest and naughtiest. But ironically, you know who else might be even naughtier because they're stronger, is our biggest rabbit. I can't remember how much Teeny weighs. She's probably like 10 or 11 pounds. She's probably more than that now. She's probably closer to like 15 pounds. So, she's kind of looks like a wild rabbit. Like she'd be like a large, real super healthy, big wild rabbit. But then come over here. That was exhibit A. Exhibit B. Right. You know what? I'll go all the way over here so we can get a good view. That was Teeny. She's the smallest. Now we're going to see who's large and in charge. And Dusty has always been the biggest. Here's Dusty. She's a big girl. She's about 23 pounds of bunny. So that's pretty big. And then Sluggo doesn't look that big right now, but Sluggo is probably also 23 pounds now because when I was carrying them today, I think Sluggo used to not weigh as much as Dusty, but I think he's kind of caught up. But yeah, Dusty, I'm talking about because you've always been our biggest girl, biggest bunny. Hi. But Dusty is the other destructive rabbit. She's been eating pillows. She tore through here. Let's see if we can from here. He tore through, you can't really see, a huge bag of pine pellets, spread them out all over the floor. He ripped a pretty solid plastic bag open to do that. And she was so pleased with herself. I just let her do it. I just was like, I'll clean it up later. Dusty likes to construct things. Dusty Constructy, He wants to build things and make nests and move things around. And She loves playing in my closet room. And she just, yeah, tunneling and but Sluggo is really out almost the exact same size as Dusty now. And he's our biggest boy. So Dusty is our biggest girl, and then Sluggy Pants is our biggest boy. So can you believe that? They're about 23 pounds, Drippy. And then Gwynnie is their dad. This is their papa. And he's way smaller. Gwynnie is like 13 pounds, 13 or 14 pounds. He's like tiny compared to them. But he's super cute. And he's super soft. He takes really great care of his plushy fur. And then Donkey's pretty big. He's a pretty big boy. I have no idea how much you weigh, Donks. You're a little smaller. You're probably like 18 pounds, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little closer to 20 pounds now. But yeah, it is a workout. It's a workout getting these guys back and forth. I need to develop a tunnel system, and I'm not even kidding. At first, I thought it was kind of a joke, like, oh, how could I ever have like a tunnel going from like here to their enclosure? But now I'm like, no, I think I need to actually do that. Would that be fun, Dusty? You could go outside anytime. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, baby. We need bunny room elevator. Oh my gosh. That would be cool. That would be very cool. I want 10,000 sweet potato. My bunnies are still half the size of yours. Wow. Yeah, you know what? They're Flemish giants. They are the sad thing about Flemish giants is that it is a meat breed. People were like wanting to raise the largest rabbits possible. I think it was mainly so there was just more to eat, you know? It was like, oh well, it's more worth it. We can slaughter one rabbit and then there's all this flesh. So that's one of the reasons I actually adopted these guys. Well, it was Gwynnie and Delphine, the mama and the papa from Rural King, because I was, they're meat rabbits. And I was like, you know what? I think I need to get these bunnies so that no one will eat them. And here we go. Now we got the whole bunny herd. Crystal, Crystal with the K, special K. Oh, Crystal, Crystal with the K. Play. We love Crystal with the K all day. She's Crystal special K. Yay, yay. Yeah. Kristen Cheyenne Star, how are you? I got a message from you today saying you hated school. You hate this school. Uh-oh, was I allowed to say that on the stream? But yeah, I did hear from you today that you hated your school. You did also recommend some music to me, which I need to check out. So thank you for that. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry you hate your school. I hated a lot of my school time. I did not like my school. It was kind of dreadful and depressing. Dreadful, depressing. But I don't know. It's kind of like a microcosm of society in a way. It's like it does make you realize, like, oh boy, yeah, there's all different types of people in the world, and I'm gonna have to deal with all of them. And you know, it is kind of a harsh reality into the real world, especially if you go to a big high school. Like we had like 2,500 people in my high school. A little bit over 2,500 people. A big Chicago high school. I mean, like um, yeah, you kind of learn to keep your wits about you. And I think it was probably there were tons of problems with the whole structure of it and everything. But the fun thing about my high school is it's such a big high school that we had so many different classes. You could take, I don't know, like intro to accounting, and I took aquatics. Like I got certified as a scuba diver. And I got my WSI, my water safety instructor, so that I could be a lifeguard and I could also teach swimming and I could like train people. You know what I mean? Like you can be in charge of a pool if you are a WSI, or like I was in the assistant director of a beachfront for my summer camp. So like I trained people in how to do like well, it's kind of scary, but like lost swimmer drills. Like if you can't find someone and you think someone is drowned, you have to be able to like make a chain with the other lifeguards and you kind of drag through the water and do a search and then you do dives. And but yeah, anyway, my high school had, it was so big that it had like just a ton of interesting classes that you could choose from. Now I took a lot of science and maths and foreign language and all that stuff, so I didn't have a ton of room to take some of the fun stuff, but it was, yeah, I wanted to take everything that was fun. Hey, Kristen, did you ever get into your stained glass class? Are you taking that? And if you are, tell me about it. Sour Patch Kid, Sour Patch Kids with mac and cheese. Okay, I thought you were gonna say with mustard. Sour Patch Kids with mac and cheese is weird, but like it's not as cringe as it could have been. Now I've said it. Look, okay, Rippy. This is Sluggy when he's slugged out. Can you see why his name is Sluggo? When he was a baby, I found him back in the back corner of a hay box. Delphine, his mama, had hid him back there, and that's where she nursed him. But he was like flowing and filling up the entire corner of this hay box, and he was only, like a couple days old, but he was already slugging out. I just think he is our gentle giant. He is Mr. Koala Face. We call him Mr. Koala Face, Koala Bear. When you get a dead on camera angle, you can kind of see his like little koala bear markings that he's got around his snout. But he's just, and he's got these giant, I call them his mule ears. He's got these like giant mule ears. I mean, he is just a love. He's just a lover boy. Yeah, he is. And he always lets you pick him up. Anyone can pick him up and cuddle with him. And he's a big boy and he's super, super easygoing and nice. Yeah, he sure is. And that's his sister from the same litter, Dusty. And she was also kind of shoved in that corner too. But but Sluggo just kind of slowed and took up most of that corner. You gotta go? Okay. Okay, Drippy. Well, thanks for stopping in. And it's fabulous to have another bunny person in the chat. Again, welcome and we're happy that you're here. My day was fine. I had a test in ICP. Then after the test, is that your computer class? Um, then after the test, I went to sleep and I don't have the class. Wait, but we can take extra class. And I have been going in the stained glass room. Oh, you are? Yay. Okay. I'm really happy to hear that. That sounds cool. You guys, Kristen, I haven't shown her artwork in a while, and I really want to frame her artwork and hang it up in here. But some of it is on the Discord server, but I need to take pictures. I need to make sure all of her artwork has made it onto the Discord server because she is super talented. Like I am jealous. I wish I had that kind of drawing talent, Kristen. I also wish I had Kristen's piano talent. Not a lick. I can plunk out a tune. I can look at sheet music and kind of plunk out a tune. That's about it. No talent, really. Kristen got all the talent. All the talent genes went to Kristen. Kristen Cheyenne Star. I see. Oh, that's chemistry. C for chemistry and physics. How is that class with the chemistry and physics together? Do you like that? I love science. I'm a total science geek. Science nerd, science geek, science freak. I love it. I could study science till the cows come in. I love studying foreign language. I love history. What else? Oh, I love literature. So I loved English class with all reading all the books, which hopefully we will read some more of 1984. I have to remember where we left off. Hope I do. But what else? What other classes? I loved choir. I was in choir, chorus, choir, whatever you call it. I was also in the little show choir thing, which was extracurricular, but choir was like a normal class that we enrolled in. Oh gosh, what else? I love gym class. Because I love moving and athletics, and I took golf. I think we took archery. I've done a lot of archery, but I'm trying to remember if I did archery and if that was part of it. I think it was golf, archery, tennis. Well, and then like all the kind of stupid. I'm sorry, but volleyball, soccer, football, like those. Yeah, those aren't the most interesting in the world to me, but it was funny playing golf, like in the high school field. I just thought that was so like crazy looking. Like we're just here playing golf, but we had a golf team. School had a golf team, which I don't know. I just found that kind of weird. High school kids golfing. Who knew? But yeah, the scuba diving was hilarious. It was like I'm scuba diving during my high school day. Um, I had art class too. I tried so hard in that art class and they never really were that impressed. I think they thought I was kind of a dud. Um, I don't want to go to English anymore. Is the English classes not good, Kristen? Usually English classes are pretty tolerable. I mean, like kind of enjoyable. You can talk about books that you guys are all reading, and I don't know, usually those are interesting discussions, aren't they? Um, I see the acronym ICP and I immediately think Insane Clown Posse. True. I kind of forgot about that group. Um, I don't want to go to English anymore. Okay, yeah, yeah. Pickles with ice cream. Okay, Kristen, there's our old Kristen. Pickles with ice cream. What are you, pregnant? I mean, that's not even funny. But isn't that what they used to say? The pregnant ladies would always crave pickles and ice cream, pickles and ice cream. Um and pizza with onion rings. Ooh. Okay, I just read the second part. Kristen, you got me all excited with pizza with onion rings. I wanted to try that. That sounded amazing. That sounded almost luscious. And then I see, okay, pickles with ice cream and pizza, onion rings with orange juice mixed together. It is, I can't even, I can't even say the last part. I can't even say it, Kristen. You know what, you guys, if you ever are feeling hungry, but you're hungry for like junk food and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have that junk food. I need to like chill with that craving for junk food. Think of that movie that Kristen just listed. Let's go see this baby. Let's go see baby boy donkey. Yeah, guys, if you ever need to lose your appetite, just call Kristen or revisit the giant buns chat. Because um Kristen has talent. She has maximum gross out talent. Hi. Yeah. Don't worry. You know what? I'm washing more blankies for you. Did you know that? I'm gonna pile all kinds of blankies in here for all my bunnies. Because it's a little barren. It's a little barren right now, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. With ballet season starting up and all the is on my camera lens. keep getting super blurry. Let's see. There we go. Now you can see his little eyelashes. He's got little piggy eyes. You got little piggy's eyes when they have the little white eyelashes with the pink eyes. Oh my gosh. No, you know what? My phone just keeps getting out of focus. Must be I must have something in the way that the camera's focusing on before it gets to him. So yeah, how is everyone else doing? Do you guys want to hear about my salad? You and Mom, you did have fries and a pizza. Oh, I want that. I wouldn't say no to fries and a pizza. I wouldn't say no to pretty much fries on anything, or onion rings on anything. And onion rings on pizza makes me very curious. Oh, look at these guys lumped in the box. Gosh, you guys are so cute. I think they're tired. You got to play outside. You and Mom, you also wouldn't mind onion rings on a pizza, right? Wait, what? Your English class was talking about AI and Sua. Are we not supposed to say that? I understand what the word is you're using. Uh, yeah. Goodness, that's dark. I mean, AI doesn't necessarily have to go into a dark place, but it sure can pretty easily if you start prophesizing, what could happen and what they say is gonna, they already are saying, like, my parents are keep obsessing about all these jobs that we're used to are gonna get taken over by AI, and what kind of college degrees are you gonna need to have these days to get a job? Because what jobs will be left for humans, for real people? And I'm like, well, I think you're like going a little far, but not, you know what I mean? Like they're onto something. They are right. They're not wrong, but I don't know. I don't think you should like obsessively worry too much about things, but but you should think about things. You should think about things. So I don't know. I think it depends on who is in your English class too, Kristen. Because if you've got people who are good at debating things and they have good things to say, they have valid, well thought out opinions and knowledge of things, then it can be enjoyable. But I don't know. That was dark with the second subject you mentioned. Although that should also be talked about too. It's not like we should hide um, disturbing subjects necessarily, but I'm kind of surprised you guys were talking about that in your English class. But if you were to read books like Hamlet, one of the characters does that in the book Hamlet, Ophelia. She ends her life at her own hands, at her own doing. Yeah. But Crystal, you're eating leftover pizza? Ooh, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, you don't want to waste that pizza. Pizza, you know what? Pizza's very enjoyable the next day. Yum. Yumsville. Historian. Our beloved giant Bunz historian. He's just driven in and pulled off. Gloria, you're so cutely. As the Mandalorian in his fancy, snazzy DeLorean. And he's been singing along the chant for years. Oh, yes, he has. While playing that old accordion with only one arm so he doesn't crush and much presto. Then he'll get home to his girlfriend who happens to be Salvador. And sit in front of the fire, sticks and marshmallows, and they'll make those gooey hot some more. Our beloved restore, and they'll watch Donkey giving up the cider, rousing, listening to 1984, which we're gonna do in a second. And flop over on the couch, and we'll be a snore with our beloved story. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. We shall hide it. What? Wait, what do we? I use AI on my homework. Oh, listen, they're gonna figure that out. I heard someone telling me the other day they were taking a foreign language class, and I was like, they were like, um, like, oh man, this is really, I don't understand this, and I was like, well, could you use like Google Translate? Or I'm like, wait a minute, that's probably cheating. Like, wait a minute, that's a big problem. And then this person was like, yeah, it is very obvious to a lot of teachers, and it's like you can get into serious trouble for it. And I was like, oh, I'm like, it's kind of good that you could get caught in a way, because then, like, how do you really do homework? Like, I don't know. Thank you, Kristen. I'm kind of giving you a lecture, maybe. Is this the first adopted daughter? Am I being like a lecturing mother to my YouTube internet adopted daughter, Kristen Steinstar, although I do know her in real life. I actually, she's one of my real lifers. Um, I ate a single tortilla for my dinner. There was nothing on it. Ew. Listen, I like tortillas as much as the next person, but like, girlfriend, what about guacamole? What about cheese? I mean, I eat vegan cheese, but what about cilantro? What about onion? What about olives? What about cucumber? What about red pepper, green pepper? Okay, Kristen, here's what I put on the tortilla. Beans, pinto beans. I season them with salt and pepper, sometimes cumin and some other stuff. Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I will like marinate tofu all day in like hot red chili peppers and oil. And of course, tons of salt. 'Cause I'm a salt freak, but so sometimes like some real spicy tofu. All I did is and then what else? Cilantro, onion, red pepper, green pepper, cucumber, and then some vegan cheese if I have it. And I'll melt the cheese onto the you flip that tortilla, you to heat it up, you flip it in the pan again and again, you heat up the tortilla, you put the cheese on, you melt that, put your beans on, put your tofu if you have it. Then you put your layer your vegetables on there, and you roll that thing up. That's what you should have on your tortilla next time, Kristen. Single tortilla with nothing on it. That makes me depressed. I had Whataburger double. Ew. Okay. Me. Okay. Feeling all. I know. I want you guys all to share what you're eating. But it was free with purchase of fries and a drink. Heck, okay. Okay. I know that I heard Burger King still has. Don't they still have the Impossible Burger? One of my friends. I don't know if I've ever told this story before on Giant Buns, because I have been streaming now for a while, guys. I'm on day like 445, or I don't know what day, but maybe 435. But anyway, it's over 400. I'm so impressed with myself, but or maybe it's like, I can't remember what it is, but my friend is also a vegetarian, and she like some two two good friends that are vegetarians. Wait, three good friends. Lillian's a vegetarian. Hey, wait, three good friends. Wait, am I missing any other There's probably more, but this friend of mine went to Burger King one day, She had never had the Impossible Burger. She orders it. She starts eating it, and there's like red, meaty looking color on the inside. And then she felt like she was eating meat again. And she started crying. So she was like, "It's too meat like. This is disturbing." But, like she didn't want to waste it. But she cried in Burger King, you guys. And that I think is pretty adorable. They're pretty adorable. Using a Bunz link chip is not cheating. Oh, donkey. Oh, goodness. Yeah, he's got, I mean, what could he do with, he's going around with a chip in his head. I mean, he's kind of unstoppable, Woody Woodland. When I was in high school, there was no AI. We relied on Cliff's Notes. I remember Cliff Notes, the different time. And I will say this, the high school that I went to at a certain point, they had a problem with cheating. So this was probably like midway through my high school, or maybe after my freshman year or something. It wasn't at the beginning, but there was enough cheating. They just were sick of it. And they said, anyone who gets caught cheating in this high school, like they get kicked out. They actually get kicked out. And then when I went to college, it was the exact same thing. Like your first offense cheating is your last because you're out of here. Like they would kick you out of my college if you cheated. And I think my high school too. It's like, but yeah, I remember Cliff's Notes. They saved my life a couple of times, or who knows how many times. But yeah, um, when I eat cheese, you get heartburn, and well, that stuff is really fatty, and maybe you don't handle dairy that well. So yeah, forget about the cheese, or you could try like dairy-free cheese and see if that makes a difference. I don't know. Do you ever do dairy-free stuff? And then, well, also, I mean, if you're, but just the tortilla doesn't do that. I found this vegan cheese spread at a farmer's market once made from cashews, and oh gosh, some of those cashew ones that are like, yeah, the soft cheeses that you can like put on bagels and whatever. Oh my gosh, there are some really good ones. You can find it at a farmer's market. So someone had like made that by hand or, small batch and everything. That's cool. Yeah, I had a smoked Gouda vegan cheese that was awesome. And like those vegan cashew cheese spreads, those are really good. Any of the ones also made with like coconut are good. I think I once had like an almond cheese. Was really good. Oh, that sounds really yummy. Now I'm almost getting hungry, but I keep thinking of Kristen's movie. Oh, Kristen Cheyenne. She's trouble. Really is trouble, guys. Right here in River City. Right here in Bunzer City. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in Bunny City. Look at this guy. Woody giving you the side eye. Okay, I'm getting a little sleepy. My yerba. Okay, my yerba's over there. Oh boy. Um, have you ever pulled a nail out of the bottom of your foot? Oh my gosh. I've pulled, oh, this is really gross. I stepped on a needle and I had to pull like a great deal of it out of my foot. A nail? Think given the clumsiness that I would have. I stepped on the top of a nail that was sticking out of a deck, but I don't think I've ever stepped on like the sharp part of a nail. Is that what you're talking about? Strawberry shortcake smoothie? Okay, yeah, I would say yes to that. Strawberry shortcake? And wait, I just got a screen that I totally was not expecting. Um Um, how do I get back to my other screen? Um, yeah, strawberry shortcake with snickerdoodle cookie smoothie. I would totally have that. Or like an ice cream flavor. That sounds good. I stepped on a nail this morning and pulled it. Oh my gosh, you had to pull it out of your foot? Do you need to what do they always say? What are they with metal injuries? You need a tetanus shot? I don't like tetanus shots because I always get a really big reaction from those, but I mean, if it was it like dirty and rusty? Oh no. I mean, I think any kind of a metal injury that kind of goes deep into your, you know, skin, they do worry about that. Because you have to clean the pot. What am I gonna do? I just had sweet potatoes. I have to clean or I'm gonna turn orange. And there was pink donkey and then there will be orange donkey. Oh my goodness. What a cute boy. He's a chomper. Oh my goodness. Yes. Did we have a lot of good food, Junkie? Yeah, did we? Are you the great white dog? Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. You're the great white dog. That's just sweet. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is like the closest up I've ever gotten. Oh, super stout mute. Donkey, do you like cookie? Who likes cookie? Cookie. You know he's tired. He's not even doing the cookie job. Um, my gosh, my phone is like totally heating up. Kind of feels good. Yeah, woody tetanus, huh? I'm no doctor. I know something with agree. Wait, don't take too much. I can't see what you do to me. You better not step on another rusty nail, Christian Cheyenne star. If you do, you'll go to jail. I didn't listen to the songs, Kristen. I'm sorry. I saw them. Kristen, I was having a hard time responding to anyone like on a computer or phone thing because I literally was like lugging bunnies, scrubbing, cleaning laundry. Like I was physically laboring today. So it was like, and or driving. So I was really for making videos outside. Like I was just like outside. Like I am sorry. I didn't do a whole lot of indoor time today. And the indoor time I did do was sweeping poo and scrubbing floors. Doing and laundry. Laundry was inside. But then I took the laundry outside to hang it up. Um, but guys, we should probably do like the lot. We do a little bit of 1984. Wait, slapping? Wait, what? When I said I hate this school is because I had a kid keep putting food in my hair, then I slapped her. Oh dear, dear. Wait, first of all, in high school, people put wow, people are still doing stuff like that. People put food, or a girl put food in your hair. Are there any like monitors, like lunchroom monitors in this high school? You need to make some phone calls. You need Donkey. Do you need us to send in Donkey? Does this girl know about Donkey and his face ripping? And we point out, if we point out this girl to Donkey and we say, "Go Donk, go Donk," does she know what will happen? Most likely, what will happen? She will not. She'll get her face ripped off. You'll get her face ripped right my gosh. If I'm not like doing crotch shot to the cameras. Oh boy. She'll get her face ripped off, basically, right? So right, donkey? Yeah, yeah. No, she will. So if she likes her face, you know what? That could be the problem, Kristen. She may not like her face. And so she's trying to, you know, poo poo on your nice Kristen parade by messing up your hair. Like, what is she? Is she like a chimpanzee? I don't know. Chimpanzees are like way more like smart. Like, is she like some kind of monkey or like, I mean, like, what are the monkeys like throw food and like poop and stuff? First, yeah, so she's like somewhere between like a 3-year-old toddler or like a primate swinging in the trees, throwing poop and or like coconuts at other animals. That's crazy stuff, Kristen. But yeah, we can if you want Donkey to intervene, he is more than happy to let some faces get ripped. He's if there's one thing you know about Donkey, he's very loyal and he will defend all of the giant Bunzerinos. Yes, yeah, he will. Oh my gosh, yes, he will. Um, yeah, Donkey will take care of her, Kristen, if need be. You just let me know, okay? Stupid freshmen, and there was a security guard. Just that was the thing. It's like, why would they allow that to happen? You think one of the songs has cussing in it? Oh, Kristen, I have heard cussing before. I wonder what Donkey is thinking about right now. Don't say. Are you going to say the C word? Woody Willen? Don't be magnificent. He's obviously thinking about. Yeah, I know. He is probably thinking about cookies. I shouldn't even say that. Um, this sounds like the worst school ever. Oh, I know. It sounds like Kristen keeps telling me like, oh, she's like depressed and down and everything, and it's like, yeah, Kristen, I can kind of see why. You know, not to reinforce the negativity or anything, but like, um, I don't know, Kristen, make friends with like the security guards or something. Like, tell them to look out for you, or um, or find out this girl's, you know, if you know who her parents are, call them up and be like, "You want to see some pictures of what your daughter just did to me? Your your lovely daughter, you know, photographic evidence." And one of the principals was standing there too, and then I got in trouble for slapping her, but she didn't get in trouble for well, she should get in trouble. You shouldn't have slapped her. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think that it's not wrong to push her arm out of the way as it is about to smush food into your hair. So you could just say you were self-defense, right? Isn't wasn't I mean, I'm assuming the slapping was like slapping her hand away, right? Or arm away from you. So actually, I absolve you of smacking this girl upside the arm or whatever you did. I absolve you because he threw food in her. But she gave up her lunchroom rights, you know? She gave up lunchroom rights. So poo on her. Look at this. We got loungerinos. This is the bunny lounge. The plaid bunny lounge. Hey, little brother, are you watching? I'm using the fancy blanket you gave me for the bunnies. Are you proud? Are you happy? You got your little charcoal tail. Oh my god. Mm. Got the so I love the little you got black on the top and you we got white super on the bottom. I also love the charcoal tail. Those are more rare. Right, Posh? I think you and Posh and Jabba are maybe the only ones with the dark tails. The dark bun tail. That's like gonna be their children's book series. Sounds like your old high school. Oh, Crystal, I'm sorry. There was definitely some of that in my high school, but that happened more. But I think when was there? Okay, yeah, there was a food fight in high school once. Okay, true, but it was very rare. I mean, like people got into big trouble if they did stuff in my high school. Like they were very. My high school knew that they were like, oh, we're big and important, but they took it very seriously, and you couldn't get out of trouble. Like you couldn't weasel your way out. Because I even got in trouble for being late, and I was like a good student. I didn't have a bad reputation or anything, but they still made me do like the full extent of my detentions, and oh my gosh, I had a lot of those, which didn't help me because then I would be stuck at school longer, and then I had all this stuff I had to do after school between working and doing my all my dance and helping take care of my brother and had to ride my bike to, like, get to dance classes and go places, and it took forever, so, like, the tension didn't it never made me not late, it never taught me anything, it just made me lose time that I could have been getting other stuff done. Hi, Teeny, look at this girl, she's allowing petting. Oh, she's getting so much more taste. Oh my goodness, Teeny. You're graduating to becoming more of a pet rabbit instead of just a wild weirdo. Look at you. Oh, teeny, teeny, teeny. Oh, we all had faith and patience with Teeny, and now she's actually petable. Oh my good. She looks like she is enjoying the pets too. Look at that baby. What a good baby. Wow, Teeny. She got the black on the top and then the white on the bottom. Classic bunny tail. One of the security guards just stands in front of the girls' bathroom. I don't like Kristen, I like how you said two different things. One of the security guards just stand in front of the girls' bathroom. I don't like people. Kristen, just so you know, that's what we call a run-on sentence. I know it's YouTube chat, but um something I was good at was grammar. I don't know why. I mean, I know grammar has like rules. Maybe it's like, oh well, rules are easy to just memorize. I don't know, maybe it was that. I sure didn't memorize rules for other things, or maybe I just didn't care about them. Yeah, I don't know. I was good at grammar. It just made sense to me. Plus, I think I just like reading. I just like reading. North sucks. I've heard that. I have heard that. Sounds like, oh wait, haha, in 8th grade, I was late for English 5 times and I got in school suspension. Oh, I never I don't know how I didn't get that because I definitely had some oh, late right. I think I think some of my teachers took pity on me, like, when I was taking the scuba class, the scuba and we learned how to, be lifeguards and all that stuff. That I had to go swimming, during the whatever 40 some minute time period. And then, but I also had to shower, you know, get dressed, all that, dry my hair. I never really dried my hair ever. I had dripping wet hair but I had to do all that and then go to my next class. I was late. I mean, I was really late for that class. And it was right near the swimming pool too. But that guy, I mean, like, he could have totally gotten me into trouble. I would have had suspensions out the wazoo, but, um, I think he used to just laugh and make fun of me. Be like, "Hey, little Kira, oh, look at your braids. They're actually just dripping water all over my floor." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I was swimming, like I had to actually save one of the coaches who taught. I don't know what she coached. I guess she coached the girls' swim team or something. She was one of the teachers for the aquatics class. And when we had to take the test for the WSI for becoming like a lifeguard, swim instructor, and all that, she jumped in the water and she was pretending she was drowning. I mean, I knew it was a test. I knew, she's not really drowning. But she was a big girl, a big lady, and she struggled a lot, which was kind of realistic, but she claimed that I couldn't save her. And I was like, "Yeah, but you're like whipping all around and you're making it impossible." And she was such a weirdo, but I was like, "Well, let me try to save someone else." And so one of the male instructors jumped in. I had no problem saving him. And like and then they tried, okay, one of the other students, you jump in. And I've saved everyone else except for this female coach. And she was like, "I don't know. I don't think we should give you your certification." And I was like, okay, a lifeguard's probably not going to be able to save every single person every time, especially a very large, freaking out person, because she was just putting on this whole act of flailing and all this stuff. But anyway, long story short, that is why I was always late. My last class of the day, and there would be like a small puddle of water from my braids dripping. Um, lol, that is a run-on sentence. I see people do it all the time. Yeah, I like my run-on sentence. Good for you, Kristen. Own it. Own that sense. Own that run-on. Own that run-on, Kristen Cheyenne. See, Kristen, you are already like halfway there. I know you were like struggling and all that stuff, but like you were already so solid in who you are and like you're unabashedly yourself. When I was your age, I was trying to hide who I was. You know what I mean? I was trying to fit in. I was trying to not get in trouble with my parents, and I was just trying to hide myself most of the time. Not express myself, not stand up for myself. I mean, I did somewhat, but you know what I mean? Like, I think you're stronger than I was, Kristen, at that age. I will send you a song from Elevation Worship. Okay, cool. Thank you. Because I was curious. I was curious. You told me you liked them. Very large. Teeny is so chill. She really is. Yeah, Kristen, she was like 6 feet tall. And she was a big lady. She's big and broad, and she's big, a broad. But no, she just the thing of it is, I mean, the male teacher was a big guy too, but he didn't whip his body and his arms back and forth. And the other thing she did is she pushed me under. She was like, "Well, you wouldn't have been able to save me because I pushed you under." And I was like, "I recovered from you pushing me under. You didn't drown me." And she was like, "Yeah, but someone could have drowned you who was actually drowning." And I was like, "You take your chances, you know?" But I don't know. She was weird. I didn't I actually she was one of the few teachers I ended up finding creepy. Um, where is she now? Wonder whatever happened to her. Um, the security guard that stands in front of the girls' bathroom is a guy. That seems a little strange. Maybe they should rethink that. Um, I almost drowned once. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Kristen. It's such a scary thing. I used to get in trouble sometimes with swimming on the Jersey Shore. My grandparents were living there, and the waves, they're surfing out there on the South Jersey Shore, and the waves sometimes would just sweep me down, like scoop me down to the bottom and tumble me as a little girl. And I think I lucked out because there were times when I almost couldn't get back up, and I could feel the water start coming in, and it's a scare. Oh man, that will scare the pants off you. Trying to think if Krispy Kreme knows about this. Another friend who is Christy, another Christy friend. She was with me one day when I saved a boy from drowning. And by saved, meaning I had to run out and I had to rescue him and swim back with him using my lifeguard training that I learned in high school. And you know what? This boy was maybe 11 years old. I mean, he wasn't tiny. And he ended up throwing up all the water that he had sucked in. And by the time I got him where he could stand in the water, I think that's when he started throwing up. But my friend Christy saw the whole thing and she was like, "Hero's a hero. Oh my gosh." Like she made this like, yeah, made a big deal out of it. And now it sounds like I'm bragging about it. I'm not. I'm not, but it did happen. People get in trouble in the water all the time. All the time. So it's good to have people watching you swim. To say that. Um, what was the situation? Why did you almost drown, Kristen? You're driving home Krispy Kreme. Now, it wasn't Krispy Kreme who was there at the beach when I saved this drowning boy. I don't even know if Krispy Kreme think she's heard this story because this she wasn't there. I don't think she was this before Crispy and I were close friends. I don't even know if we knew each other. But yeah, Krispy Kreme, I'll have to tell you the story sometime. From our local beach, which you probably know the one I'm talking about, I rescued, like, an 11-year-old boy from, who was drowning at that beach, and, yeah, and back then nowadays, someone probably would have done video, but, I don't know, maybe someone did. Who knows? I'm glad that I noticed. I'm glad that I took it seriously because sometimes when kids are playing in the water, you're not sure, it's like, are they playing or are they dying, you know? Or there's so many people in the water, you don't notice when someone has gone under and they're not, popping right back up. Your father threw you in the pool? Oh, no. He was just, like, playing with you, tossing you around? Or did he throw you in the pool like, "Oh, you'll swim," kinda thing? Huh. Struggled to stay afloat once as a kid at a pool party, but one of the adults got me to safety. Oh, listen to this. I think a lot of people have had experiences in the water that got a little scary. Oh, you can see. Yes, it looked like Kitty was about to get in my lap. Did you want to sit in my lap? What the heck? Are you're friendly? Look at this. She's going up to the other rabbits, getting grooming. She did a request for grooming by putting her head under Jabba's, Jabba's head, and Jabba, oh, Teeny's finally getting accepted by the group. Good girl, Teeny, and she's also bigger. She's getting she's getting a rumpus. She's getting a real kind of a giant Bunz rumpus. Yeah, she is. Really? 5 buns in a rug. Nuggets of buns in a rug. Guys, I haven't started reading. I'm too tired, and AJ Punk's not here. I'm not gonna read tonight. I think I'll be fine. You think you're weird? Good. Be weird. Don't be normal. Ugh. We're all, yeah, listen to Human though. We're all, what is he saying? We're all weird in our own way. That's what makes us unique. Totally. Oh my gosh, it's the weird in everyone that fascinates me. It's the weird in everyone that differentiates each one of us, right? That's like God's little stamp on each one of us is like the little weird quirks that we have that are endearing to everyone. Like it's our imperfections that I think people like fall in love with other people. You know, it's like all these like when things are perfect, they are not real. They're yeah. Isn't perfect boring? Yeah, yeah. Ichiro also would the imagine how boring the world would be if there was no weird in it. Oh my gosh. I mean, guys, like let's name like weird fun movies and like directors. I mean, John Waters, David Lynch, the Coen brothers, Goosebumps. I mean, yeah, think about music that you like, you know? I mean, some music is just more perfection and beauty, like classical music, which not all classical music is like that, but you know what I mean? You think about a Mozart concerto or symphony, Beethoven, although some of Beethoven's stuff is a little crazy, and you could say weird, but you know, I don't know. Yeah, that kind of triggers me because I find weird 100% positive. Now, creepy is something else. We don't want to go around being creepy, but I was traumatized after a very stupid swim instructor picked me up and tossed me into the deep end. That's not a swim instructor. That's a professional drowning instructor. My gosh. Whoa, Crystal, that. Oh my gosh. Like I was a swim instructor. Like for a number of years, that was my job at my summer camp when I got older and I was, a paid employee. I oh, that is like the most biggest no-no. And I was like WSI, water safety instructor. It's like an accredited national program that qualifies you to head up a waterfront area. Either pool, lake, ocean, no one would ever, no real swim instructor should ever do something like that. I'm sorry. There's people out there that if that happened, they might never learn to swim or they might have an aversion to being around water. They could have PTSD, they could have drowned and died or gotten brain damage from being almost drowned or something. Hi, bud. He's a good boy. But yeah, that's Crystal. There is no excuse for that. I can't believe gross negligence. Lawsuit. Let's make some money. Let's make some money off of Crystal's terrible, tormenting drowning teacher. I was over here. Kristen says I was over here smacking myself in the head with a water that's called karma water. Oh, nice. How symbolic. Yeah, is karma coming back to smack you in the head? Ever heard that one? Please don't smack yourself in the head, Kristen. You're gonna give yourself head trauma. You're gonna give yourself a mild concussion. And some people say that concussions never truly heal 100% and that you always get a little damage or something. Uh, Not to worry anyone, because we've all had some degree of concussions in our lives, very common. Freddie Flintstone. I never heard that story, Kira. Oh yeah, Crispy. I was like thinking this isn't my other friend Christy, and I think you may have met her at a party before. Uh, she is wonderful. She is a wonderful person. I just love her to death. She is really funny. She doesn't live real close to where I live. She has to commute to where I live for like over an hour, a little over an hour. So it's not quite a hop, skip, and a jump, but we've made an effort over the years to visit each other and go to like family parties and all that stuff. She was the one who was there, and she was just like, yeah. If you guys are at another party together, I can have you. She tells the story way better than I do. She remembers like all the details. Um, I think I forgot a little bit because it was a little traumatic, it was kind of high stress. But yeah. And I'm sure you can guess where we were, Crispy. Um, yeah, I'm sure that's true about concussions. My kid, I know, that's why I was like hating that I just said that, Crispy. My kid and husband both got a concussion last year. I know. Wait, yeah. Oh my gosh, it was both. That's right. I kept thinking, I forgot it was both of them. That's right. Anyway, I'm very sorry that happened. I remember now. Yeah, but I didn't want to worry you. But like at the hospital nowadays, they will say like, you should take this seriously. You should give yourself like if you get a real hard concussion, like a real serious concussion, at least they say rest 3 days. How many people actually do that? Not a whole lot probably, but you're supposed to because you're kind of a little serious, You wanna it is your brain. Um, yes, I've met her. Yeah, cool. I seem to remember being like, "Christy, meet Christy." Yeah. Their family, and they're a little weird, you know what I mean? But only in the best possible, most entertaining, silly, funny, goofy, just good-hearted, and they adopt all the animals. They adopt all the animals that need homes. They have so many creatures and so many puppies and oh my gosh. Um, oh, it's fine. I did give him a lot of herbs and it really helped. Oh, that's right. You knew what to give. And that does make when Krispy Kreme recommends something, just do it. Like an herb or a supplement or just do it. A tea because it always works. And I'm always like, oh my gosh. Chrissy's amazing. Like, she has studied all of this stuff. She knows, all about herbs and I mean I could go on and on. But she knows what she's doing and she's worked very hard to get to that point where she has all that knowledge. I'm adopting a kitten tomorrow from a mutual friend. Oh my god. That's so exciting, Christy. Congratulations. Congratulations, kitty cat mom. I hope I get to see a picture. Okay, back on the road, stop for gas. That's cool. Oh my gosh, I gotta gas up one of my cars. Pretty much out of gas. Oh, I gotta do that. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream. It's 9:22, so yeah, let's wrap it up. We got 10 people though. So welcome whoever is here, because some of you are not chatting, and if my neighbor and her little boy, although her little boy might already be in bed, I don't know. But if you guys are here, I know I've gotten 4 new subscribers in the last, like, 2 days, which for our channel is awesome. Like, oh my gosh. Sometimes we'll get that kind of growth if we have, like, a YouTube short that gets a lot of views, but basically, the only thing that's been happening is I've been talking to my neighbors and introducing them to donkeys. I told them about my YouTube channel, neighbors I hadn't told before, and, told them really the only new people I've told, and now I have 4 subscribers. So welcome, people. So happy you're here. And the neighbors that I did tell, they're just absolutely adorable people, and it always makes me so happy when I see them out walking with their little boy, and you know who you are. You know who you are. Always get such good vibes, and hopefully, next time I see you, maybe we can get your son to pet Donkey if he would like to, or any of them, or all of them. He can come in the enclosure and just, they're very gentle. They are very gentle giants, so, they're very good with kids. Um, I don't get enough little kids, so that would be wonderful for them. But yeah, guys, now we got 11, and I'm, like, telling everyone we're gonna end, and Sir Munster wait, Sir Munster? Are you look, now I've got 12. Look at you, Sir Munster, you're lurking. We have a monster that's been hiding in the chat. Oh my gosh, it's a monster. For a second, I thought he had actually changed his name to Sir Munster with a U, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." I've always called him that, like, now he's more changed his name. Keeks Majeeks K-Dog, you should say 6 to 7. Wait, you should say what? 6, 7? What are you doing here, Kristen? I don't trust that. What is this? Why should I say that? Um, Merry evening, you all. Hey, Mr. Munster, nice for you to show up, even though you were, like, here already lurking, being a weirdo, being a lurky, hiding weirdo in the chat. But, I'm getting a little tired, and, we don't have, AJ Punk. I don't know, I hope he's okay. It just seems like he's been a little busy lately. That's okay. But even you know what? Even if he wasn't here, I probably would have read 1984. But A, our chatting together all went a little long, and B, I'm tired. I can tell. I was getting up early and doing stuff, and um. But yeah, guys. Merry evening right back at you, Sir Munster, and lots of love to the Munster and to the Kristen Monster, Kristen Cheyenne Star Monster, Kristen Cheyenne Star. She's not as scary. No siree. She's not as scary as you are. Sing that to the girl who threw food in your hair. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, but yeah. Good night, everyone. Much love to all of you, including Kristen Cheyenne Star, KCS the adopted daughter, Monster, Munster, Hewlin Mod, Hewlin Mooly, aka Hewlin Mooly, Historian, Giant Puns Historian, Crystal the K, Special K, Krispy Kreme, Krusty Krab, Kirsty, Cookie Kookie Tillman, Much Love Woody Woodland Loops, Mr. Loop De Loop, see, did I forget anyone? Hope not. All right, guys. Oh, Drippy. Drippy was here earlier. Much love to Drippy with his 2 bunnies. I think I got everyone. Yeah. He was here like at the very beginning. All right, guys. Could use some rehearsing. Never. It's extemporaneous. It's on the fly, off the cuff, on the spot. Oh, yeah. It's so fun. Love all of you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Just so lucky, thankful. And let's see, who should we leave the camera on? Should we leave it on Teeny? He's being extra sweet. I don't get it. I don't know what is going on. Teeny is like growing up and the domesticated.
Teeny scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Seasoned sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playground, teeny, never slow, running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks